Good afternoon, everybody. I promised a video with some breathing exercises for you to do. And the goal with these exercises is first to calm and to be able to still yourself and your breathing. Second, to strengthen your lungs before, during, or after infection. If you have developed any kind of respiratory issue, if you have respiratory issues, or if that becomes a side effect that you experience during the this special strain of cold that's going around and scaring us all right now. So, one, to calm, two, to exercise. So, I want to preface this by saying that this is not intended to replace um, any instructions given by your primary care provider or by any certified physician. These are exercises for the diaphragm and lungs from performing arts that we use when we are coordinating high levels of activity with breathing, like dancing on a stage, or when we're preparing our vocal cords and our lungs to be able to sing and perform without a microphone. They are strengthening and deepening as well as calming, and that is what they're used for. Any exercises when you're trying to clear out phlegm from your lungs uh, are helpful. And when you have, I've experienced this from birth experiences and a couple hospitalizations with illness. So, you get a little tube, and they have you huff into it and blow really hard. And that resistance to the air going outward that the little plastic container and tube provide help to clean out your lungs. So there are some ways that you can sort of mimic this from home, and it's very fun for you, it's fun for the kids. And then there's some more meditative breathing exercises. So I want to walk you through a couple of those, and you can pass this on, feel like you're doing something to help make your body healthier and stronger, but also have something to give your body a chance to calm mentally and physically during the stress. So to begin, I'm going to mostly have it so you can see my diaphragm. That might cut out my face as a part of the camera lens. So sitting in a chair towards the edge of the chair, begin by placing both hands on your diaphragm and becoming centered with your breath. The diaphragm should inflate. If this is difficult, you can also do it lying on the floor. Now the diaphragm inflates the lungs from down here, and then the lobes of the lungs fill up to the chest. What happens, especially during panic and stress, is that the upper chest fills, and you're never utilizing the full support from the diaphragm muscle or the lower levels of your lung capacity. So we're engaging the bottom of the lungs all the way to the top, one step at a time. As you do these deep breaths, let your hips roll slightly forward and backward. If you have seen the week 3 exercises from Keeping It Moving, I show some spinal mobility exercises from seated position in a chair. If this is difficult for you to kind of roll your pelvis gently without a lot of muscle engagement, go check out the week 3 videos for Keeping It Moving. So both hands on your diaphragm, and as you breathe in, let your belly expand, and as you breathe out, roll the hips back and in. As you do this, start breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Go for a count of 4. In, try for 5. In, and keep this movement going as long as you need to. You'll find it very calming and centering. Now you're attached to your breath with the breathing and with your counting, and your body is stilling itself. So now we're going to exercise the diaphragm muscles a little more. What you're going to do is you're going to lean forward in your chair so that your arms are leaning on your knees, and you're going to ha 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 ha. This is an activation, engagement, and awareness exercise. It helps to isolate the diaphragm muscle itself and give it exercise without overusing your other abdominals or overusing the big back muscles where we hold a lot of stress. You might say you hold your stress in your shoulders. Well, it actually starts all from down here and goes up, and that's where you feel it first, up here at the top. So coming forward and pushing the belly into the floor. You're going to repeat this at least 10 times. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. For a little more resistance, you can lightly place a hand on the diaphragm. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. And then you can increase the level of activity by increasing your ha-ha-has. Ha, 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 ha. I learned this from one of my wonderful vocal coaches, so I will not take credit for this, but it does help with lung inflammation and asthma. Okay, so you have your ha-ha-has exercise coming up. All right, now this next one is going to make you feel very silly. It adds resistance. It also warms up your lips and your throat when we sing, and so it relaxes your vocal cords. It relaxes the muscles through your neck. As well as starts providing more breath control because you have to let the breath out at a very even pace, and it's called a lip trill. So you blah, 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 like a duck. And we're going to just sort of sigh, but with a trill. And when you start, you only might be able to do this for short periods of time until you learn your lips and how to make the trill sound. Keep practicing. That's actually a reflection of your real breath control. So maintain. Breathing from here. Okay, if you have trouble doing the breathing sitting up, bend over again and do it down here. Again. And this is really fun with your kids, so you can change it up and make some games. Go and go high, make a helicopter, or down low, like a motor engine. And you want to do this for 3 to 5 minutes. Some short exercises as you go through the day are fine. If you're exercising your lungs and your breath control, remember to give it time and repetition. The other one I like to do with the kids to see how long we get it is pretend we're throwing a dart across the room, and you go, and then you throw and see how long you can hold it, and then I challenge them. I say, you've got to hold it longer than me. You get the idea. Okay, so now you have your diaphragm, you have some lips and air control, relaxation through your neck, you have some controlled breathing to do at the beginning and at the end. Other things you can do for strengthening your lungs and clearing out fluid from your lungs. There is an exercise with a straw. I don't have my straw on me right now, but you can blow water into a cup and blow bubbles into the cup. Add a little dish soap and your kids will go nuts. And so you purse the lips, and the resistance from the water strengthens those lungs. So first you want to be breathing from your diaphragm for this, not just your upper chest panicking up here. You want to get the lower levels of the lungs because that's where the fluids can build up first. Pause. Take at least 2 deep breaths of fresh air before you blow again. We don't want anyone passing out. And blow back into the bubbles. So there's some breathing tips, and I hope you all are staying safe and supporting your local businesses, supporting each other, and making some human connection this week.